See if you can name this movie. See it? Oh, she's lumpy. She's lumpy. Maybe not. This was maybe a really bad idea. Hi guys, day 2 of gutting the art room. Yeah, Monday night after night 1 I felt really dizzy, really nauseous, just not good at all. So decided to take a day off yesterday. We went to the beach, we did a food shop. Still wasn't feeling 100%. I'm still not feeling 100%. I still feel quite nauseous for some reason. So yeah, we're going to keep going, do as much as I can today. And I'm waiting on the GP phoning me about my thumbs, see if there's anything other than what I've already been doing that we can do to kind of help them. So we'll see what happens there. That'll be the only interruption today. Failing that, we're going to get tore in, get absolutely stuck in. So let's go. It's happening. Right, so apparently I also hoard paints. Every type of paint that you could think of. I've got acrylic, I've got watercolour, I've got gouache, I've got fabric paint, I've got glitter paint, I've got glue paint. And my hands aren't steady enough to do any of the painting that I used to do. I used to paint handbags and I can't do that anymore. Or I can't do it as nice as I used to do it. We might practice again now that I'm in better control of my hands. So we might practice. That's Salem. I think that's you. You've met them all now. You've met them all. So a lot of these paints are... What's your bum? A lot of these... Where are you going? You want to go back up? On you go. On you go. Good boy. So a lot of these paints are years old. I've had them for years and years. I've had them since I started going out with Matthew. My God, 14, nearly 15 years. So it's definitely time to chuck them. I'm really bad for keeping them and putting all my golds together and putting all my blues together and making magical new paint colours. But it's time. It's time. I think the only paints that I'm going to keep are my wee acrylic tubes because I know that they're new, and obviously my leather paint. Just in case. They were quite expensive and there's still plenty of life in them and I want to try again. So we'll keep them. The rest of them that are like the Works specials, 99p, magical potions of glittery paints and stuff, I think we're going to get rid of them. Just get rid. It's time. Let's do it. This hurts my heart. I do not need gold glittery paint. I think these were all from back when I did canvases. I used to paint canvases. That's basically how I started my art. So I used to paint canvases, so I needed all these paints for back then. I don't need them anymore. And they will all be dried up. I think this is my, yeah it is. So these are all my leather paints. So definitely keeping them. Some of them, they just need a good shake up, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine, we'll keep them. And I always like to have these in my stash because it's surprising how often you use them. I don't have many left, but we'll keep them as well. You always need a stash of black paint. Always. So I'm going to take these 3 bottles, condense them down to 1. Oh, she's lumpy. She's lumpy. Maybe not. This was maybe a really bad idea. Sticky things.
Blue as the ocean, free as the wind. She's got emotion.
Okay, so this is a cupboard that's normally behind the dog's bed, so I hardly ever go into it, so it's obviously the stuff that I've stuck away for like long term. And it's actually some of my the first polymer clay stuff that I ever made. The polymer clays, what I used to do with polymer clay, I can't do anymore. I can still use polymer clay, but the actual conditioning of the clay really hurts me. And I used to sculpt using polymer clay, and gripping the tools hurts me. And my hands are shaky, so I can't be as detailed as I used to do. So now I tend to use cutters rather than sculpting, which I'm not happy about, but it means that I can still use polymer clay. But yeah, it's an interesting wee box. I'll pull stuff out and let you see. I don't know whether to keep them or not. These were the originals, so what I would do is I would spend a lot of time making the original, and then I would make a silicone mould of the original so that I could like kind of mass produce them, paint them. I don't know whether to keep them or not though. Should I keep them? What do you think? Then bless you. Bless you. Should I keep them? It's a wee bit non-productive if I keep them all and put them back in that cupboard that I've just cleared out into. Dilemma number 3. These are my originals. So these are the ones that I physically sculpted out of clay. And then what I did was I stuck them down, you can see, I stuck them down onto, like, I think back then I was using like butter tubs and stuff. So I stuck them down and then poured silicone over the top to make a mould. Still got the mould somewhere. There was some that I obviously didn't use. Some of them broke over the years. But my thing was 2 different sized eyes, because I've got a touch of OCD, and if I tried to make the eyes perfect, I would just never ever get finished. So my thing was make them 2 different. Oh, there's my Remy. Oh, and his wee tail's broken. Nemesis. Made that for a friend. Oh. Oh. I might need to bring these back out. Do you know that? I've got the moulds. I swear I do. I must have the moulds because I've obviously made them. Keep.
Blue as the ocean, free as the wind. She's got emotion, settles to win. Now every time she's gonna fly, eagles the sky. She's a rolling stone.
My plan to make more space isn't actually really happening because I've already gutted my art room over the years. So I'm tidying, but I'm not making more room. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really getting much done at all. We'll keep going.
Blue as the ocean, free as the wind. She's got emotion, settles to win. Now every time she's gonna fly, eagles the sky. She's a rolling stone. She don't need no home. She's a rolling stone. She don't need no home.
See if you can name this movie. 3-star. Made them, I was actually putting a wee bit of resin on the inside, and I was going to put them in a wee frame with a quote from the movie. Might keep them actually. We're also going to do the black feather from Dumbo in a wee frame with a wee quote on it. I think I might actually go back to doing them, do you know that? A wee polymer clay, like a wee polymer clay prop with in a tiny wee frame, tiny wee box frame with a wee quote underneath. Oh guys, I think I'm going to need to give up for the day. I feel rotten. I feel absolutely rotten. I just feel so dizzy and so nauseous and so tired. That's it, I'm going to need to give up for the day. I've cleared, well, I've tidied one unit. I haven't really given myself any extra space at all. I think that's going to come when I do this big unit behind me, because it's the big unit that's got a lot of the stuff in it that I was saving so that I could make something out of it, but the way that my hands are, I'm not going to be able to use the materials that I thought I was going to be able to. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's going to be when I clear that big one out that I'm going to have space to put everything away, feeling that we're going to need to move to a bigger room. I don't know, but I can't do it today. I'm done for the day. Sorry guys, we'll get there, we will get there, just absolutely not today. Wow. Bye.